posted September 24, 2017, 104,659. This year marks the 40th straight Kalgoorlie Boulder race round bookmaker Ernie McCreed will attend. He was once one of dozens to assemble under the cavernous tin shed, which doubled as the Goldfields' famous bookie ring, calling out odds as they hustled for business. But now the odds are turning against him. "Oh, it's changed considerably," Mr. McCreed said. "Considering that when I first started in Kalgoorlie there was up to 16-18 bookmakers and some meetings here were down to 2. Just recently we haven't had any here in Kalgoorlie. Online gambling keeps punters away." Bookmakers say the explosion of online gambling has kept punters away from the track, with those taking bets the first casualties. "Punters find it so easy on the phone," Kalgoorlie Boulder Race Club President Mark Brennan said. "A lot of people are sitting at home in the lounge rooms on the phones, watching telly instead of coming to the track, and that's affecting race clubs all over the state. Sadly, I would say the future for on-course bookmakers in Western Australia is very limited. We've seen bookies disappear from many dominions throughout the world." Mr. McCreed fears the emergence of online betting may relegate racetrack bookies to a bygone era. "It's getting tougher and tougher for the bookmakers. We're getting older and older," he said. "There's not too many young ones around, and yet the corporates are knocking us around. On-track bet decline a symptom of struggle." Mr. Brennan said the bookies were just one symptom of a struggling local racing industry, which was hemorrhaging revenue due to online gambling. "That's had a big hit on on-course turnover through our totes and our bookmakers, and our tote turnover is historically where we've got our money," he said. Mr. Brennan said the lack of racetrack cash flow rippled right through the industry. "Foal crops are down, there's less horses being bred, and therefore, there's less horses being bought, trained, so it makes it hard," he said. "The smaller the size of the field, the less turnover and the less money for our race clubs." Clubs say a new tax could save industry. Industry leaders say governments are trying to play catch-up after the explosion of online gambling, and recent measures are seeing dollars trickle back into grassroots turf clubs. The Western Australian state government recently announced a point of consumption of 15% on all bets placed in the state. This reform will benefit the local racing industry by leveling the tax playing field for the WATAB relative to the online corporate bookmakers, Racing and Gaming Minister Paul Papalia said. However, the tax will not come into effect until 2019. "Changes need to happen soon," Mr. Brennan said. "There's been a lot of nervous tracks that have 1 or 2 meetings a year, which play a really vital part in the social fabric of those towns, but on an economic basis, are probably not a viable model." Topics: horse racing, gambling, government and politics, community and society. Regional, Kalgoorlie 6430, WA.